Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of MMA and Coffee. On this episode, it's a recap, Machida versus Anders. First fight I want to talk about is Valentina versus Priscilla. In the prediction video, we said this was a gimme fight, but I didn't know it was going to be this one-sided. It was a very one-sided fight. Honestly, the fight shouldn't have really been made or happened, but since it did, let's talk about it real quick. Fight metrics, it was like 230 to 3. It was an insane number, and the main story of this fight was Yamasaki and the stoppage. So first round, Valentina takes her down, does some vicious ground and pound, gets some elbows, cuts her up, gets her all bloody, and I'm okay with him letting the fight go the first round, okay? But in the second round, same thing happens. Valentina gets Priscilla in a crucifix. In my opinion, at this point, he could have stopped the fight. He didn't. Then Valentina gets mount. He could have stopped the fight, but didn't. And then it took Priscilla tapping to a choke for him to finally stop the fight. So I think it's universal. Everyone agrees the fight should have been stopped a lot sooner. Valentina's the #1 contender. They need to give her a title shot against Nico. It's the fight to make. I'm excited about it. So main event. My prediction was Anders was going to knock Machida out with the left-hand punch. Didn't happen, but I also said in the prediction video, I said if Machida wins, it's because Anders gives Machida too much respect, and to be honest, that's exactly what he did. He let Machida control the distance of the fight. Machida kept the fight at bay in kicking range, and Anders never cut him off or got in the inside and let his hands go. I think Machida won rounds 1, 2, and 5. In rounds 3 and 4, Anders was able to get in the clinch. He landed some good knees. He cut Machida up. But at the end of the day, this was distance. He let Machida stay back and volume. So Machida just outworked him. He threw way more strikes. Anders a lot of time was just watching Machida or just chasing him. Wasn't cutting him off. He wasn't getting on the inside, and he wasn't letting his hands go. I think, Anders, this was a big step for him to go into Brazil, be on the main event. He's still young, so I know he'll come back from this. This was a step up for him. And Machida showed, he shows if he wants to, he could prolong his career if he fights this way. If we look at his losses, it's really when he went to try to force a finish and then he got countered. Whereas if he stays back and kind of just counter strikes, I think he could prolong his career. In my opinion, I said this in the last video, I think he should retire. I don't think there's much left for him to do. I always take in consideration the fighter's health. I don't like seeing guys take unnecessary damage over a long period of time. Now with that said, he called out Bisping. You know what? I actually like that fight because at least in that fight, it's two older guys. He's gonna be fighting someone around the same age as him. To me, that's a good fight to make. The fact they haven't fought before, it's interesting. I think they should make it happen. Machida, Bisping, London, and that could be Bisping's last fight because he's already been talking about retirement as well. So yeah, I don't mind older guys fighting older guys. It's usually when I see an old guy and they give him a young up-and-coming guy. It makes me think of weight classes, the reason why we have them, but also I think at some point when the age difference is so big and one guy's so young and one guy's really old, I think there's too much of disadvantages. Unless you're the champion and you're defending the belt against young contenders and you're just old, I don't think it's smart to be making those fights because essentially what they're trying to do is they're trying to make a name off the young fighter, off the name of the old fighter who really shouldn't be fighting anymore. Anyways, that's what I thought about this card. What'd you think? Let me know in the comments below. Pretty much everyone agreed with the Valentina. That should have stopped way earlier. What do you think about Machida and Bisping? And also, who do you think Anders should fight next? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. See y'all next time.